It's that time of year again. The end. All right, this video is going to be hopefully quick, concise, straight to the point. Notice how I didn't do a funny, awesome intro like I did for the Grinch last video because I just knew that there was no topping that one. So I'm like, all right, let's just glide into the end of the year. Let's not try to one-up myself because it's not going to work. I didn't have any fun ideas rolling around up top. But, I thought that joke in the beginning was pretty good, pretty solid. Good way to start the video. So yeah, you don't care. This video is going to be about Instagram, specifically the do's and don'ts. Because I was going through and I was looking at all the videos that I had posted this year for you guys, which was roughly around 22. Not bad. And I was just like, what have I touched on? What haven't I touched on? And I did touch on Instagram in April, I think is when it was, which was peak quarantine. But it was more or less how to switch your Instagram account to a business account. I touched on Instagram stories. I've never actually talked about in depth, more or less, what to post on Instagram. So this video is going to be the do's and don'ts of what to post on Instagram. So let's get right into it. Okay, the first thing that you should be doing on Instagram is posting photos and videos that you yourself actually take. Yeah, try to stay away from stock photos or stock video or just stuff that isn't yours. And I know that some people are gonna be like, yeah, this is how I created my template and blah blah blah. The whole point of Instagram is showing off you. It's another avenue for you to show off yourself, your business. So my advice would be to try to post only photos or videos that you've physically taken. Because it's just going to be more honest. Not that, posting a photo that isn't yours is wrong. But I think it's just going to it's going to come across as less fake, maybe. Might get some hate in the comments for that one, but it is what it is. Another piece of advice is when you are posting photos, don't edit them so much that you can't tell that they are real. I feel like you're gonna see that a lot with listing photos. I've seen a lot of listing photos where it just looks way too edited. The colors are way too not normal. I understand that you want to be perceived as somebody who is probably popular or in demand, and what that might look like specifically on Instagram is having followers. I think subconsciously we associate a high follower count with somebody who knows what the heck they're doing. They have their life, their work, their career in order, right? So with that being said, don't buy followers. Don't ask people to follow you, right? Just don't worry about that. Follower count doesn't matter. That's why hashtags were invented, so that other people can find you. So, just a small little nugget there. Don't buy followers. It is important to show off your personal side from time to time. The way that I sort of promote Instagram to you guys, at least, is to use it as a way to show the behind the scenes part of your life, as well as what you actually do for a living, right? I think there should be a healthy mix between your life as a real estate agent and you're showing off any houses that you have or just a fun thing, but just make sure that houses aren't your entire feed. No one's going to want to follow you if you're only posting houses. More often than not, they're following you for you as a human individual, because that's what it is. Because what happens when they buy or sell a house? Why should they continue to follow you if all you're doing is posting houses, right? I think they follow you on every social media platform for your individual personality. So don't be afraid, and please feel free to post yourself, your life, what you're comfortable with. And that goes for stories as well as in your actual feed. Next up, and probably the most important tip in this entire video, is on Instagram, you can connect straight to your Facebook. Now, mind you, this has to be connected to your business page, not your personal page, because you cannot promote your business on your personal page for the 100th time. Business page only. And you know that. I know that. I'm just, covering myself here. But yeah, what you can do is, as you're about to post on Instagram, like when you go through all the steps, and then it gives you the place to throw in the caption and add the hashtags. There should be a little slider down at the bottom that says connect to Facebook and post to Facebook. If you've already connected to Facebook on Instagram, that's great. You just tap that slider and it'll post directly exactly what you have on Instagram, and it will post it at the same exact time onto Facebook. If you have not already connected your Facebook account to your Instagram account, that's fine. You're going to do the same process, because when you click the slider over to say that you want to share it on Facebook, it's going to bring up a little pop-up that says you sign in on Facebook. You follow through the steps, you pick which page you want, and you go from there. That is probably the easiest way to double promote. I don't think that's a phrase, but I'm just going to coin that one. That's the easiest way to get the most bang for your buck. I think a lot of people think Facebook first and then they eventually post to Instagram. But I would challenge you, especially in 2021, we have a new year, we got goals coming up, blah, blah, blah. I would challenge you to post on Instagram first and then have it just go directly to Facebook. Because unfortunately, for whatever reason, you can't go from Facebook to Instagram. I don't really understand why. If you can go from Instagram to Facebook, why can't you go from Facebook to... I'm not Mark Zuckerberg. I don't make the rules. So if you take anything away from this video, please take that away. That's the most important part. Something that you should also be doing on both Facebook and Instagram is replying to your comments. Social media is all about engagement. It's not about just showing off what you're doing. It's about actually engaging with the people that are taking in your content. So whenever people, like my videos, for example, whenever you post on my video and I see it, granted, because this is not necessarily on my page, this is on a page that I don't check all the time. So but I try to respond to a comment. If you leave a comment down below, more often than not, it's just like a thank you, because you're telling me how awesome I am and how much you love seeing this hat in every single video, right? That's the whole point of social media, Instagram, Facebook, wherever, it doesn't matter. If somebody takes the time to write something to you, do your due diligence and respond back to them. Not only will Facebook and Instagram like that because of the algorithm, but that person will also like that because it's going to make them feel special. It's going to make them feel like they have a better connection to you. Like, oh yeah, I watched your video, or I've commented on that post, and that person specifically got back to me. I feel special. It's all about the subconscious up there. Don't give up on your account if after a few months you've only gained like 10 or 20 followers. Like that shouldn't be the point of why you're posting stuff on Instagram. Growing channels takes a lot of work. People just don't get successful overnight. And if they do, it's like the 0.0001% because they have a viral post that blows up. That's not how this works. This is very much like farming, right? You can't grow a tomato plant overnight. You can't even grow a tomato plant in a month. It takes like 3 months, I think, I'm not trying to turn this into a gardening channel, but you get the point, right? Stuff takes time. Keep that in mind. Don't get discouraged. Keep at it. 2021. Let's be resilient. And last but not least, your Instagram account should be switched to like a business account or a creator account. Again, I talk about that in one of the earlier videos about how to do that. If it is, you should be looking over your analytics like once a week, maybe every other week, just to see which posts are doing well. That's going to help you determine what posts you should be posting in the future. It sounds like a crazy concept. I'm aware, right? Looking at what your followers like and then posting more of that. I know, brilliant. That's why I get paid the big bucks, okay? So that's where like the marketing side comes into it, where like you actually have to try, because your followers are basically telling you what they want to see. It's your job to go in and look at it and then be like, okay, they like these types of posts. They don't like these types of posts. Therefore, I'm going to post more of these type. Again, just takes a little bit of effort. Okay, these next 2 weeks between the holidays and all that fun stuff, probably pretty slow. So now is the time to get that started up so that January 1st you can hit the ground running and take your Instagram game to the next level. This is probably going to be the last video for the year, so if I don't see you, happy holidays and Happy New Year.